The Sixth Sense. In the movies, when someone has it, this is what they typically experience. Scary, creepy.
Hey, come on. I'll show you where my dad keeps his gun. Come on.
I was not a tortured kid. I wasn't seeing people with their heads blown off and all that kind of stuff.
In the real world, being a so-called psychic is a little less dramatic and more financially rewarding. No ghosts, no dark rooms, but a guy who claims to channel spirits is working the room here and in the hereafter in a banquet hall at a Holiday Inn. His name is John Edward, and he says he not only sees dead people, but can deliver messages to their loved ones.
He showed me pink roses. When I say pink roses, that's their way of expressing their love, and you have got like bouquets and bouquets and bouquets of being handed and put around you.
John Edward is 31 years old, the son of a New York City cop who says even as a teenager, he knew he was different.
Coming from a large Italian family, I would know who was showing up at my grandma's house on Sunday unannounced.
You would know before they knocked at the door?
I would know before they came. And then it got to, I used to play a game with my mother. I used to like put, like Saturday night, I would sit down and say, like, what times they were going to come. I would say, okay, 2 o'clock, this one's coming, you know. 3 o'clock, this one's coming. And usually who I said was going to come, you know, would come. There's a lot of people that are coming through. I've got your mother, I've got your sister, I got...
Now Edward doesn't just do it for the family, but for a living. He charges $250 for a private session, and with a year-long waiting list could earn thousands on a good day. Helping strangers, he claims, get in touch with those relatives and friends who've passed on.
I would love to say they're going to come through and say, hi, my name is John. If I get the initial J, I'll be lucky. Sometimes they come through with a name, sometimes they don't. It's all how I hear it. I'll explain to you as it's coming through what it would mean.
Why are the dead cruising around going, John, yeah, him. We'll go talk to him, and he'll talk to our relatives.
You see, that's just it. They're not. They are coming with the person that's coming. They're coming to me with their client.
So I'm cruising around with my dead relatives?
Yeah. Do I believe they're with us all the time, like watching us 24/7? No. I would think that there's got to be something more that they could be doing on the side.
Are you saying dead people have to have jobs and careers?
Yeah, I will tell you that there are people that have shown me that there are things that they're working on.
So I gotta work in the afterlife, huh?
That's what they say. Now, were you hoping to hear from Mom?
Watching Edward in action is something like watching a ham radio operator trying to pick up signals, except John Edward is the radio here. He's tuning into a fellow whose name is Jack.
There's another female who's showing up on the same level as Mom. That's how this is being shown. Who had the lung cancer?
Mother.
Your mom.
My mom.
Okay. That's her.
If Edward is to be believed, they are signals from the dead.
They're also talking about the cop. Who wore the badge, or who's the person who's the cop?
I am.
Okay. I will see things, I will hear things, I will get feelings. Sometimes they will appear, or it'll feel like they're appearing, and I'll see them. They'll show themselves to me in a way that I can identify them. She tell me 5 in the family.
No.
She's telling me yes. How many kids does she have?
4.
What just happened? Edward insists Jack is one of 5 kids, when Jack says he's only one of 4. But even when it looks like a miss, Edward says it's a hit. The voices wouldn't lie, he says. Was Edward wrong? Or does he have access to information mere mortals don't?
Okay, then she had a miscarry or lose a child, because she's telling me that there's 5. The way I receive the information is symbolic, and it's like playing psychic charades or like a type of sign language, trying to figure out what the messages mean.
So, in some sense, you don't even know necessarily what information you're receiving.
No, sometimes the information that's coming through, I will think, oh, it must mean this. And then I'll deliver the symbol to the person, and they'll go, oh, yes. And when they tell me the backstory to it, I'll think, wow, I was totally off. So it's not always what I think it means. Do you understand this?
No.
Okay, because I don't know what this is either. But your mom comes through with the brothers. Somebody there was in prison also. Did you know this? They bring it up as if like it happened, it's a factual thing, they were in jail, they did time.
Did she live well?
My mother.
She did time?
Well, she was in jail for a short period of time.
Okay.
Do you ever have any downtime? Do you ever turn off the voices?
Sure.
How do you do that?
I dance. I do ballroom dancing.
And no dead people bother you?
No dead people while you're doing the cha-cha loud.
A ballroom dancer who can play psychic charades with someone's dead Uncle Murray? If dead people could talk, why do they talk to John Edward and not just dial up their own living relatives, removing the middleman? But more importantly, why search for these sorts of things anyway? And what is it that people who really believe in psychics are looking for?
Why do you think people are so hungry to know there's an afterlife?
People just want to know that there is something, and that the bonds of love that we have with people who are here do survive the physical death.
Do you know what this other side looks like? I mean,
I have no clue.
You have no clue?
I have no clue. And I'm very, very clear with people. I say, I know I have the ability to do this, but I won't try to put ceilings or try to kind of put the parameters on what it's definitely like this.
This quest for